This video is going to be on polishing with a red rouge compound. You can see the package over there. NK polishing compound, red rouge. It's a big block of red rouge that I bought, and I'm going to be trying to polish this, attempting to polish this. I think this is pewter. Wow, it's coming apart. It's a really old teapot. And I don't know if this is going to work. I've done a ton of videos recently on polishing silver or pewter, and I've used BLITZ, which seems to be the best way, and I've done some other ways. You can check my channel page. So we're going to test out the red rouge. Now with red rouge, they say only use it with a buffing wheel. I don't have a buffing wheel, and I don't want to use a buffing wheel. The reason I don't want to use a buffing wheel is because you've got to wear a mask, because you've got particles flying through the air, and I'm indoors. I don't want to have dust and particles from the buffing wheel in the air going in my lungs. I don't want the red rouge breaking up into little particles and being inhaled into my lungs to cause lifelong damage. So I'm just going to use some paper towel. I know it's corrosive, but I'm going to use some paper towel. I'm not corrosive. I know it's abrasive. And I'll see if it works. Let me get it on the tripod. Let me get this out of the way. If you like my videos, thumbs up, subscribe, like. Go to the channel page if you want. Click on the support button and leave a donation if this helps you. Or if you're rich and you want to help me. Go. Now, it comes in a really nice container. Good for them that they did this so that you were able to save it. And again, I'm just going to be using the paper towel to see if this works. Let me zoom out a little bit. I don't know if it's going to work. I have no idea what's going to happen with this. It's supposed to be a really good way to do polishing. So I'm just going to, yeah, this is a really, it's a rough block of rouge. I would assume you're supposed to dip your buffing wheel into this and, well, let's see. Okay, that's the bottom, so it's a little bit shiny already. But this is highly corrosive. Why do I keep saying corrosive? It's highly tarnished. And I just want to, I don't really have a lot on there. I don't know how you're supposed to, the block is very hard. So I'm trying to gouge out some of it. I don't know at all if this is going to work. But my experience with some of the polishes, the videos that I did, good and bad. This is not really tarnished a lot, so I'm seeing some results already. I don't know. Let me go in an area that has no rouge on it, and we'll see if it does anything. Doing a little polishing. No, it doesn't do anything. Whereas with this, I already see some results, which I would see with the. If you look at my video, I used the BLITZ. The hard part for me is just trying to break off some of this material. But this will be a good test. I'll be able to see right away if this does anything. Wow, I already see that something's happening. I wish this had more tarnish on it, but look at that. I'm amazed. Wow. Now there is no way on an intricate piece of something like this, there's no way that I could use this with the procedure I'm using, because I couldn't, with a polish, I could get the polish around here, I could get it on these soft, gentle areas, these delicate areas, but doing this, I don't know if you're supposed to heat this up or if the buffing wheel just, I think what you're supposed to do is you have a buffing wheel and you just put the rouge on there and it gets stuck on the wheel and then you start polishing. So I'm having a really hard time getting any rougeau on here at all. Is that a word, rougeau? But I want to see if it's going to work. Let me try this. That's it. Yeah, so this is probably not a smart idea either, because wow. Maybe that will ruin it. But I'm just trying to see, does this do anything? And yeah, look, I'm amazed. I've spent so much time trying to polish stuff. And again, this is not I'm not going to say corrosion or corroded. I'm going to say it's not highly tarnished. But I just can't believe in seconds, with next to no effort, that I'm seeing results like this. After all the effort I put into polishing other things, this is absolutely incredible. Okay, that looks like there's a little bit of heavy-duty tarnish in there. I didn't say corrosion this time. It looks like there's a lot of tarnish in that one area. So the hard part for me is doing the transfer onto the cloth. I don't know, besides, like I said, with the buffing wheel and letting it spin really fast and getting the material on the wheel, I don't know how you're supposed to use it this way, but I want to see if it's going to break this little bit of corrosion off. Damn it. This little bit of tarnish off of here. That might be some damaged metal over there. But I'm pretty amazed that I see a shine. I don't know if this would definitely not work on silverware, because you would damage it with all the pressure I'm applying. Whereas with a polish, I'm able to be gentle on my fingers and lightly rub it in there. That didn't sound right. Rub it in. But the whole purpose of this review is to see, does this stuff work? So I don't want to have my stomach. I don't want to have the video going for hours while I try to clean this. I'm going to find some way, attempt to find some way to get more of this rouge on here, and I'm going to polish this as best I can, and then I'll finish it off with a review letting you know what I think of the product. I'm at, again, I don't think I'm going to use the red rouge for something like this. It's falling apart as it is, and it's kind of an old fragile teapot that I don't even think I'm going to keep. Who knows what's going to happen with this down the line. But I would say with a buffing wheel, it does say on the instructions, buffing wheel only. So obviously it's made for buffing wheel only, and there's not a lot of effort involved once I'm able to get the rouge on there. It's like a very fine, extremely fine abrasive paste material, and I did get a nice shine out of it. But I always end up back in my reviews, I always end up back with my favorite, this Blitz cleaner. And so, because it just takes no effort, and I just want to do a couple second test now. I'll pour some of this Blitz on here. I bought this on Amazon, and I was going to put it on the table. Last time I did that in my video, I knocked it over and it went all over the carpet, and I had to do a carpet cleaning video. So there's the Blitz. Let's just put this on here, and hardly any effort. And get it on the top while I'm at it, and try to cover as much area as I can with what I got on the cloth. And I'm not pressing hard, I'm just rubbing back and forth. There's a lot of dirt there, but not a lot of effort. And in all my videos, I always end up back using the Blitz. It just seems like a real nice product that's not expensive, that takes next to no effort, that gives me beautiful results every single time. And you saw I'll admit, I don't have a buffing wheel, and I don't want those particles floating through the air. So I wasn't using the product the way you're supposed to, but you saw the effort I was going through just to be able to get some rouge on there. And here I am just doing a nice light pressure polish. You can see it in the video already without me polishing it off, drying it off. A lot of this stuff is hand-me-down, and our parents, our grandparents use this stuff. Nowadays, none of us use silver teapots. Most of us don't drink tea. But I don't know what's going to happen with this down the line. I don't want to put a lot of effort into polishing it. Last one I polished ended up in a box right after I finished it because nobody is going to use it. So it's just the reality of life sometimes. You want a light polish. Wear gloves. It makes it a lot easier in cleanup. Always good to go down to the warehouse store and buy some box of 500 gloves so you've got them for projects like this. So I'm just lightly rubbing back and forth, not a lot of pressure. And I know paper towels have paper in them, and wow, look at that, and paper's corrosive. Look at all that dirt that came off of that, just lightly rubbing, light polish. But I'm not too worried about the abrasiveness of the paper right now because, like I said, this is probably not going to be used, and who knows what's going to happen with it. So I'm going to do a light rubbing of this. And this is going to go back in the box. I'm not even going to invest the time to clean it up. As I said, nobody's going to use it, and it's not worth it. But I just wanted to test out the Red Rouge. I thought it was worth the money to spend to make the review. Again, if you want to help me out, you can go to my channel page, click on the support button, and help me recover some of the costs for these videos that I make to help everybody out. So, very light, very gentle. I'm not pressing hard. When you work on stuff like this, take your time, be patient. There's no rush. Be gentle. Trying to wipe off the material now. So what do we have? What are the results? Look at that. Look at that in just a few seconds. See how it's shiny over on that one area? You go over here, not so shiny anymore, huh? Look at that. Now I want to do something, just out of curiosity here. I put the rouge on that. And I got a fairly good clean, but not a great clean. I'm going to put just a tiny bit of this Blitz stuff on here. I know I wasn't able to buff everything off because I don't have a buffing wheel, but I'm putting the Blitz on, and I'm going to do the side that I used the rouge on. And we're going to see if there is a little better shine and if a lot more dirt came off on the areas. Look at that. And that could be some of the rouge that I put on there. Hard to say. Let's go up at the top now. Fairly quick. Doesn't take a lot of effort. Up at the top, remember, I was trying to remove some of that dirt that I call corrosion, and then I corrected myself. So it was right up at the top where the big dent was. Let's see if this takes it off. Gone. Gone, gone, gone. Lots of dirt, lots of dirt, lots and lots of dirt. You know who repeats stuff all the time? That moron number 45 in the White House. It's bad, it's so bad. It's sad, it's bad, it's sad. It's tremendously, sadly, badly, bigly sad. And it looks like this video is going to be over here because everything seems to come back to the Blitz polish, which I just love. It works all the time. I don't know why, but it works, and it's so easy. And I was hoping that this Red Rouge was going to be soft, a soft pasty material that I could rub on here and polish off without a lot of effort. But obviously it is a big, huge block, chunk of material. First time I've used it, so I didn't really know what I was getting. This thing's got some dents in it, but I mean, look at that. It's a heck of a polish. Lots of dirt came off where I had used the rouge, and that was polished. That was not. You can see where this area here wasn't polished. The top, you can see the difference in the top, very dirty. Polished a little bit, polished a lot, polished a lot. All right, I think that's going to be the end of the video because it really shows that this stuff, my favorite, let me put the cover on there so I don't spill it all over the place. The best stuff I found so far. Thumbs up, subscribe, like channel page, click the support button if you want to. Good luck with your polishing. Thanks for watching. Link it anywhere you want, if you want.